Hey, this is a short video for everybody who is subscribed to this YouTube channel, of course, duh. Well, I guess you don't have to be subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. But I wanted to follow up on something. August 29th, I put this little chart in the weekly rundown for the Crypto is Easy newsletter, pointing out this parabola that you see right here, right? If you look at the lows that Bitcoin's price has made since the beginning of this bull market back at the end of 2018, first low, next low, most recent low, it forms this parabolic arc. People are getting a little concerned, a little worried about what's happening because, it's just, the past day or two has been a little rough. You can see it right there, right? Zoom in. Look, that's that drop. That's a big drop. Concerns a lot of people, and I think rightfully so. It's certainly not something to be complacent about, but let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture in that behind closed doors, out of sight, nobody's talking about it, nobody's looking at it, but Bitcoin's price has formed a multi-year parabolic trend. It's just a trend, right? Trends can be broken, but that's what it is right now. This is a parabolic move. You start with the very beginning of the bull market. All bull markets start in darkness. This was the bottom, 2018. This chart shows you the price of Bitcoin, but it only captures the price at the end of each day. So it's not a trading chart. It's just a normal price chart that follows the price of Bitcoin at the end of each day. And at the end of the day on December 9th, 2018, that was when the bull market started. Fast forward to March 2020, global financial crisis crash, ended the day higher than it did back in 2018, ended the day higher. Go back to just not even 2 months ago. 2 months ago, July 2021, right? Closed the day here higher than March 2020, higher than December 2018. In a way where it's accelerating higher, right? It's accelerating higher as you go through time. Higher, higher, and now here we are today. Will that trend continue? I don't know. I'm not saying it will continue. I wanted to point out there is a bigger trend that you're missing because you're focused on the day-to-day. And when you combine that with what I've been talking about for a while about these on-chain data, when you combine that with some of the trading patterns and the price patterns, what we have now is it's remarkably similar when you look at the big picture to the market conditions we have at the end of bear markets and during bull market consolidations. This is periods of time where the price kind of goes sideways or sideways and down for months. And that always comes before these big legs up, right? So you look 2018, boom, look at that. Big move, tripled in price. More than tripled, quadrupled, 4x. It went, the market went up 4x. March 2020 led to everything that we saw that culminated in April. What's interesting is even though we saw the same kind of conditions that we had in the on-chain data, the price and everything, very similar metrics, very similar patterns of behavior among people in the market and what they do with Bitcoins. But you were already seeing that back here. You were already seeing that back here. And what happened? What happened? You had this big drop before the boom. This was nothing to mess around with. That was a 50% drop. Here, nice bottoming foundation formation, right? A nice higher low, right? And then we start coming up and boom, down 50%, and then we just zoom. That was 50%. That was more than 50% right there. These moves happen within days. These drops, 50% down. But what happens next? Boom, boom. And the reason is because the underlying market conditions, the overall condition of the market is incredibly strong. So even if we do have some sort of terrible cataclysmic event, right? This is 50,000. Let's say we do. We come back down, and it's one of these quick dips. Maybe it doesn't even appear on this chart. Maybe it does go down here, and then, well, I don't think it would go that low. If it goes that low, we have problems. If it goes down to below 30,000, we'd have problems. But I think it could certainly go down here, and then we pop back up. Well, fine. Okay, so we will elongate the parabola a little bit, right? No problem. It's basically it's the same. You still have this pattern of higher lows getting higher, sequentially higher over time. And if we did something like that, just like we did back here, just like we did back here, you can expect the next move will be, I'm even going to zoom out. It'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. Now, will we get that? I don't know. And when I say crazy, these moves took a long time. I mean, it took December 2018 it took a good 3 months before the market really started to move. Here, March 2020, it took a good, well, I mean, it went up pretty quickly, but I was still getting people texting me and emailing me, DMing me, Mark, I think it's going to fall, it's going to crash. People were saying it'll still go down to 1,000, it could this and that. And even then, before you really got this massive takeoff, and I'll start with DeFi summer, right? You had this rebound disbelief rally. It still took a few months before the market really did a zoom. So I'm not saying that it's just we have a 50% drop and then we take off immediately. The market still takes a little while to collect itself. But when the market conditions are what they are, what I've been talking about for months now in the Crypto is Easy newsletter, and all the things I've shown you, the data, the evidence that I have to support that conclusion, when you combine that, there is nothing to fear from another 40%. If we end up 40%, 50,000 down to low 30,000, 50,000 down to 30,000 and change, 35,000, 37,000, whatever. But people are going to be telling you the sky is falling. The sky is not going to be falling. The price is going to have to go a lot further before anybody needs to worry. At the end of the day, this market is very volatile. It is very risky. You never, well, if you can help it, you do not want to be buying when the price is zooming. You want to buy, I mean, if you follow my plan, just buy when my plan tells you to buy. But even so, you don't want to get carried away. You don't want to get ahead of yourself. Because when this market moves, it moves in extremes. That means up and down. We're just at a point where if we do get a big drop down, you don't have to worry about a thing. You should be more worried if we just start zooming. We don't go down and we just start zooming. And from here, and we just keep going up, up, up. Because when you look at what happens when we do that, we get a few great months and then it's a big crash. We get a few great months and it's a big crash. And you're going to be buying all the way up here. And that market's going to crash on you. You're going to be buying all the way up here. That market's going to crash on you. Fortunately, if you're following the plan, you bought all this. Basically here, right? You bought all this. So you don't need to worry about anything at all from here. And maybe we'll have another chance to buy some more. That'd be great. But even if we don't worry about anything. Don't stress. There's nothing to stress about right now. When there is something to stress about, I'll let you know. Relax and enjoy the ride.